Da 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 da. Hey, you guys. Welcome once again to the Mistopher Christopher show. I said I wasn't going to do this. I said I wasn't going to have this show because I just finished a rather intense seminar called The Hustler's Guide to Sales and Marketing. Changed universes. It was such a cool class. I can't say enough. And when I facilitate a class, I give it. I am there 100,000% and am totally on. And it's the kind of thing where afterwards I'm usually pretty fried. And I said to myself, I might not do the Mr. Christopher show today. And then I felt the tug. I felt the pull. I felt the creative urge to come and play with you all and keep on keeping on. So here I am. I might be a little bit frazzazzled. I might be a little bit cooked. I know I gave today's show a topic. I'm going to put it up for you as a little banner. Bedtime stories. How good do you feel when someone reads to you? It like takes you back to being a child and just like chilling out and relaxing. You know, books on tape have an element of it where they kind of chill you out and you listen to the book. I remember one of the first books on tape I ever listened to was Derek Jacobi, the old classically trained Shakespearean actor, reading I, Claudius. And I listened to it on a road trip with a friend. We were nerds in high school, in case you hadn't guessed. We loved to listen to BBC classics. And we listened to I, Claudius. And this gentleman's voice was just so beautiful and so rich. And it was such a joy to listen to it. And well, those of you who have tuned in the past to some of my stories, some of the things that I've done, you'll know that I have a habit of reading to you from a series of great books from our time. So, people are dinging at me. Stop the dinging. Don't want you guys to be distracted with dinging. So, great books from our time. And today I have a perennial classic, an old favorite that you may have heard before, called The Man Catcher's Manual. I've even highlighted important pages and a chapter that I thought might be instructive for all of us. Now, in this great book, I'll read, the back of a book often sums it up and pulls you in, tantalizes and entices you to want to read more. And it says here, The Man Catcher's Manual. How do you recognize a millionaire in a bathing suit? Why does a girl need 9 men in her life? How do you say no without putting them off? And the age-old question, we've all asked ourselves this before, are you better off as a mistress? Oh, wow. The Man Catcher's Manual tells all. Can you afford not to read it? Well, let's see. Now, it's full of insightful passages, this book, but the one that I wanted to read is a sort of a list. We love a list, don't we, gentle listeners? We love a list that gives us points to follow, to show us what's required of us, what we can do to create greater in our lives. And this one, where do we start? This list is about, if you're invited to stay at a stately home, here's how to behave. Now, haven't we all been invited to someone's home and been intimidated by their wealth? Oh, it's horrible. And in this case, if you're trying to make a good impression and even land yourself a man, this is going to make your life easier. So, if you're invited to stay at a stately home, here's how to behave. First, I want to see the comments coming in. Beth says, good evening, Christopher. Good evening, Beth. Welcome. So, if you're invited to stay at a stately home, here's how to behave. Number 1, Leave your suitcase in the car. Someone will take it to your room and unpack it for you. Remember that. And don't take any tatty underwear. Worst of all, a really crummy night dress, which you borrowed from someone because you don't normally wear them. You'll find it laid out in state on your bed. So that's the first thing. Fair Gonzalez, the name of the book we're reading is The Man Catcher's Manual. And we have an intruder. We have an intruder trying to come on this Zoom. And here we have Miss Ina Basur. Miss Ina Basur, you've come at just the right time because these are things you need to learn. And I'm reading to you from The Man Catcher's Manual. Okay? Now, I don't know if you heard, the first point, but the first point, if you're invited to stay at a gentleman's stately home and you want to make a good impression, this list is what you must do. So relax, pour yourself a cup of tea, and I'm going to read this short list to you. First one, recapping for those who already heard, leave your suitcase in the car, and remember, someone will take it to your room and unpack it for you. And most important, don't take any tatty underwear, and worst of all, a really crummy night dress, which you've borrowed from someone because you don't normally wear them. You'll find it laid out in state on your bed. Number 2, ring the bell when you want anything. Ring it A, to have your bath run. B, to have something pressed. C, should you want a log put on the fire or a cup of tea. So you have to act like you have money. Now, number 3, fix your own drinks, but ring for the ice. Everyone takes a hand in making the drinks. It's never left to one of the servants. So bone up hastily on making popular cocktails. Dry martinis are a must, especially if there are Americans present. Ladies and gentlemen, if you need to know about making good cocktails, Heather Nichols in the United States, she does them online. She's a genius with a cocktail. And this book tells us even the very wealthy do it themselves. But don't expect to get the ice. Ask for a servant to help you. Now, number 4, keep out of the card game scene if you are skint. Remember that a friendly game of bridge can lose you up to £25 within an hour. This you pay at the end of the weekend by writing a check, or better still, persuading your boyfriend to do it for you. But if you haven't got money, stay away from the card tables. Your words to live by.
I'm glad I hopped onto this one.
Well, how lucky are you to come on and get these absolute pearls? Now, never admit you don't know how to play bridge, backgammon, or whist. Pretend you've left your reading glasses at home and can't quite decipher all those funny shapes on the cards without them. No one will want you for a partner at bridge after that. If you clearly have the sight of a lion spotting a gazelle at 20 yards, plead a headache and go to bed early instead. It's totally pragmatic, really. Do you get invited to a lot of stately country homes, Ina, where you have to play bridge and make cocktails?
No, not at all.
Not enough.
Not enough. Yep.
If I had a stately country home, I'd invite you.
I would love that, Mr. Christopher.
And
Christopher.
And we could drink cocktails. That's the name of this show. Let's put the name back so everyone needs to remember. Here we go. The Mistopher Christopher
The MC show.
The MC show, like MC Hammer. Do you remember MC Hammer?
Yes.
I'm so street. Exactly. Now, tip number 5. Are you ready for tip number 5?
Absolutely. Hit me.
Tip the maid and the butler £1 at least, £2 if possible each when you leave. Okay. We
What's
know
too
this is an old book, Ina. This
late?
when's this from? Well, 1972.
Well, let's change it up a little bit.
Well, I think probably maybe we'll write a new man catcher's manual. So tip the maid and the butler a pound at least, 2 pounds if possible each when you leave. Okay. We know you need it more than they do, but don't skip this little chore if you are ever likely to return. Try murmuring to the man in your life, darling, I haven't any change. Can you take care of it for me? If it is his house, then smile, pay up, and put it down to a capital expenditure. See, tipping people is an investment in your future, apparently. Tip number 6. Pillage your host's notepaper to write letters only if the stationery is engraved. Write letters to all your friends sitting in bed on Sunday morning. Tip number 7. It's quite in order to forget to have brought toothpaste, cotton wool, Tampax, but you must have an expensive looking dressing gown, however dull. Do not take your own soap, bath essence, coat hangers, or transistor radio. If there isn't the latter by your bed, ring the bell and ask for one. The poor maid will have to lend you hers. Good heavens. Number 8. There's 10 tips. No, there's only 8 tips. So this is the last one. Are we ready for that?
Yes, let's do it.
Number 8. Like we said, you can be as chic as you like during the day, but take something good for Saturday night. They usually stay in sweaters on Sunday. Homosexual, stately homes usually demand you change into something avant-garde at night, but don't try to outdress the boys. They want you to admire their gear. You know, what would we do if these things were written down for us in a book so we can refer to them, edify and educate ourselves?
And never have a man.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
I mean, she goes through here as well, the different types of men and how to tell who they are. Oh, this is good too. These are general investments and checklists.
What checklist?
Well, there's a checklist of outfits to take on a hot holiday, a checklist for a ski resort. There's necessities if visiting a capital city. Which one of those would you like to hear?
The capital city.
Okay, well
Is there one for for being on the Mistopher Christopher show?
not yet. Maybe we should write that.
It's a good idea.
So capital city necessities, it's a short list, so you can pack light. This is very pragmatic.
I'm ready.
You need an outfit you can walk the streets in during daylight, which spells fashion. I think that's probably a bad idea, though. You know what Oscar Wilde said about fashion?
What did he say about fashion?
He said fashion is generally something so ugly we have to change it every 6 months. The second thing you need a pants outfit for weekend car drives on occasions when you're not wearing outfit number 1. And then number 3, you need a discotheque number, probably black, with the crochet shawl left over from your summer gear. Do you have all those things ready?
I have a crochet dress.
Well, you're ready for a capital city excursion and to go to the disco.
Let's dance.
Let's dance.
I'm straight out of the bed and just brush my teeth to get on this one.
Do you ever sleep, Ina
Not
Bassoon?
Recently, I've been asking the same question. Not that much recently.
Miss Ina Basur is in India, which is very early in the morning for her at the moment. But she was on for a class that I just did that started at your what time in the morning?
4:30.
4:30 in the morning until 7:30 in the morning. And yet she's here again. So this is the wonderful Miss Ina Basur. I adore her completely.
I adore you. Jyoti says, Ina, this is the time when party gets over. That's how it is in the capital. You
Ah,
get
well,
home by, yeah, you're like dancing till 4:30, then you get drunk. You're drunk enough, so then you need to sober down a bit, and then you get home.
and then you keep going. Wow.
Right on time.
Oh, come on. Chapters like how to get that rich girl look. Mm.
Oh, I need that. Let's do it.
Well, get the product right. That's our first word of advice to any girl who is going manhunting in a serious way. You're just as sexy and attractive as the girl he's toting around now, but will he realize this unless you show him? Hmm. Take an honest look at yourself. Have a friend, and assuming you've still got any friends, and take a full length photograph of you and then analyze it. Overweight? You simply can't afford to be. Cheap clothes only look good on a really skinny figure. So pass up mother's little steak and kidney puddings and those triple decker sandwich lunches. Switch to salads. We won't bore you here with diet suggestions. But if you are stuck with certain kinds of food and can't go hunting for health food lunches and other dieting kinks, you can still lose weight simply and quickly anywhere, anytime by eating just half of what you're given. Avoid snacks like the plague. The odd biscuit at mid morning, a handful of sweets are lethal to any dieter.
I thought sex was required to lose weight.
Maybe sex is what's required. That's the best exercise, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you like being read to?
Yes.
I do too. Oh, I just switched to the best part. Are you ready for this? How to tell if he's queer.
This is an information that I guess we all require. Let's read it. Let's have it.
Like pregnancy, homosexuality is a physical state that no amount of bright chatter can alter. If the thought has crossed your mind that his liking for his own sex seems to go beyond a beer in the pub with the boys, watch out. He could be one of those. But let us say right away that after consulting our address books, we both discovered that our nearest and dearest friends are, in fact, queers. Both photographers, as it happens. But then, we're not after their money, just their friendship. We love them dearly. Number one, when he telephoned to make a date, did he say, I can get theater tickets for Thursday night if this would amuse you? Did he arrive dead on time with a nice bunch of country style flowers saying, I had a feeling they would go with your room? Number three, these are all signs. This is to tell he's a homosexual, a queer. Number three, did he immediately take over the mixing of the drinks? Number four, was he wearing an extremely pretty blouse, which you would have loved to have owned yourself? Was every other detail clean, chic, and well pressed? And number five, did his eye fasten on the only good detail in the room, like the Chinese porcelain bowl that Auntie Dorothy left you in her will, in which you've been meaning to sell for years? You know what kind of men these are? Number six, and did he say that a gay friend of his had an interesting collection of similar pieces? Well, is he or is he not a homosexual? Did he open the car door for you and ask you if you were warm enough? And did he chat up the man behind the bar at the theater so that you were served before the rest of the audience? Basically, this book, The Man Catcher's Manual, is saying if you're going out to chase a man, don't waste your time with the queers. Pragmatic.
Very.
You don't look that impressed, Ms. Dina Basur.
Well, it's so true.
Hang on, someone needs something from me.
Hi, everyone.
I delivered it. Hi, everybody. Hi, Fair Gonzalez. Thank you for all of those out there who are tuning in and listening. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted to read to you a story today is not today, not tomorrow, but the next day. My dear friend, our dear friend, Ms. Paula Peralta and I have a book class coming up. It's sort of like a book club where we all read a book together called the How to Become Money Workbook. It's not like a manual. It's not about telling you what to do. It's about asking you what's going on for you with money. Money, 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 money.
Money, money, money. Must be funny.
In the chat, I've just put here a little link for those of you who want to know more. There's 10 sessions of the class where we'll go through twice a week, different chapters. We'll read, we'll talk, we'll laugh, we'll play, we'll sing. There will be homosexuals there.
It is one of those crazy books that actually, crazy pragmatic book that will change everything. Just warning everyone so that they don't, come back to us and say we didn't.
You should know what you're getting into before you start. Although everything I've ever gotten into that I didn't know what I was getting into before I started, way more fun.
So if you don't know anything about this, hop on.
And if you know something about it, hop on.
Hop on.
And if you're not sure you want to know anything about it, hop on.
And if it freaks you out, hop on.
And if you think it's rubbish, hop on.
And if you think it's not for you, hop on.
If you have a friend you dislike, hop on for them.
Send them the link.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I've got for you today. I'm cooked, I'm fried, I'm toasted. I've had an amazing day already, and it's only just begun.
Yes, thank you for the Hustler's Guide.
Do the hustle. There was a hustle. So thank you all for tuning into the Mistopher Christopher show again. See you next week.
Thank you for having me on.
Thanks for coming, Ina. Bye.
Bye.